Good afternoon, Oklahoma. This is Katrina Lucas, a cannabis business attorney for 420 Law and Wirth Law Office. I want to talk to you about what it takes to have a dispensary and how do you make it as profitable as possible. Dispensaries are the hardest business in the medical marijuana space to be the profitable entity that marijuana should be, because of the taxation code that gets applied to this illegal product. We don't get the option to take all of the costs of the goods in the process of having a dispensary off of your reportable profits, your workers, your rent, your power, your Spotify, your every business expense cannot be added to a product because it's not a cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold means that the costs increase the value of it from point A to point B in the stream of sale. Once a product shows up at your door in a package and you are just selling that package, you're not adding any cost of goods sold. If you do a pre-roll, you could add a little bit, but you're not going to be able to add all of it on there because you can't overburden that product to that cost. But you can add a little bit. There are some very unique tax rules that apply to this, and you have to have an accountant that understands cost of goods sold accounting to be able to be a good dispensary owner. However, if you're operating a business, one, that is legal, and two, that is right beside your business, and we see this consistently throughout Oklahoma. You have a vape shop or what I would call a paraphernalia shop that's going to sell federally legal products like CBD. They'll sell cigarette papers, they'll sell pipes, they'll sell vape pens, they'll sell batteries, they'll sell lighters, they'll sell all of the accoutrements that you would need, the grinders, those legal items through that particular version of the business. And that version of the business does get all of those accounting items. And when those accounting items get burned on that shop, it can allow you to have more profit on that business and actually be able to pay those taxes. Otherwise, you do not have full access to your tax code, and you will be going to be paying an astronomical amount of taxes, even though you've been burdened with all of those costs. You don't get it's a write-off that we talk about in every other business. If you have questions about the structure of your business, if you want me to discuss with your accountant about how you've done how you've done this and see if there's ways for you to improve your business, please give me a call. Although I'm not the world's most knowledgeable tax attorney, I am very knowledgeable about the business structures and how we can ensure that you can survive an IRS audit and save your money and get more profit from your business. Reach out to me at Wirth Law Office, 918-932-2800. Have a great day.